Welcome along, everybody. It is day 2 of pre-season testing. We've got about a minute till the green light. I have no idea if he is still alive, but Andy is with me today. Familiar name from AF1. You know your ins and outs with that. As we're on for the first few cars going out on track, Mercedes, Force India, and Haas. Now, interestingly, I've just noticed that's Stein again, who obviously topped pre-season testing yesterday. He is out on the what is that? That's the super soft compound rather than the hyper soft. We've seen the other cars coming out now. We've got who's that? That is the Haas of Bram de Jong and what's in here of D Thief, I believe. Not me to do that. He's actually died. It's a shame. I thought I'd be commentating with somebody. Well, you'll notice as well. It's currently, if you can't tell, it's very cloudy. So we're gonna have lower track temperatures than yesterday. That could affect some people. It could not. Could be a very different session today, in essence. Okay, Andy's going to be back in a minute. Then it won't sound like me being a schizophrenic again today. That was fun yesterday. If you can't tell, I also haven't really recovered from yesterday. Voice still hurts, so I'll do my best. See, Bram going for his first lap. Again, I think I've sung this guy's praises enough in the past few hours. Definitely somebody to watch for this year. But he's looking a lot more, because if you remember we watched him yesterday, he's definitely looking a lot more confident now. Although I don't know whether he's on high fuel or something like that. That could be influencing his driving. Obviously makes it a bit more stable, because it's kind of like adding a ballast to the car in a sense. Uses the whole track, not just part of it. That's quite good. He's starting to set the first lap of a 1:21.3. Now, obviously, we said that he was on the super soft, so I don't think this is all out in the same way it was yesterday. It was kind of like watching a load of quali laps yesterday. But the Haas has gone faster than the Mercedes on first lap, and that is then beaten by CJ in the Toro Rosso. Done the same thing he did yesterday with sliding. We did find that there's something up with this servo. We're not sure yet, but the grip is wildly different, which is why you've seen some of the snapping, especially under braking. It was really weird. Working on getting that fixed at least, though. D has stopped on the track. I'm not sure what's going on there. I don't know whether he's had a spin or got some damage or something. That's the Ferrari through. I think that's all Dono's. CJ's just outdone both the Mercedes and the Haas with a 1:19.8, and again, definitely one to watch with the Honda power unit, which is the only car on the grid at the minute powered by Honda. So I think the power is a little bit down, but it's relatively similar to the Renault from what I'm aware. Sorry, right, that's everything. So right, sorry, trying to sort several issues at once. CJ doesn't improve with that lap. I don't think anybody else has reset serious laps yet. Although I'm having a look, everybody seems to be just doing their own runs, which it's pre-season, it's to be expected. I think the Haas is doing long runs on Hypersofts because I haven't seen him in the pits all that much. D is on the super soft tyre, so that explains his bit of a pace deficit. Obviously not fully going for it in that sense. Stan improves again, but he's still 0.6 off of the Toro Rosso. What tyre is the Toro Rosso on? Toro Rosso's on Hypersofts, so that's the pace of the Mercedes. 0.6 off on a much harder set of tyres, because I think we're going to start seeing we're either going to see some people move from the harder compounds to the softer compounds, or the other way around. It depends, obviously, how they run it. CJ on an outlap, so we'll come back to him later. Ooh, a bit of a lockup goes off the track there. That's very weird. Very snappy all the way off the track. That's really strange for the Mercedes. Especially given the fact that, obviously, Texan tops pre-season yesterday. Right, I'm trying to do so many things right now. Okay, I've got the chat open now. Finally, whoa! Texas off the road there. The Mercedes, that looked like I don't know. Did he catch the curb? Right, we've got the Ferrari of Ordonez on the track. This is the first time this weekend we've seen him. So, be interested to see what he did. Obviously, almost without the penalty, would have won the 2019 F1 Brazilian GP. So definitely, again, somebody who's going to be very competitive. Be interesting to see what tires he's on the super soft tyre, so this isn't his full raw pace. If that makes sense. Love that car. As the Force Indians are back at it again. That is D-Thief on the super soft. Sorry, I was just waiting to try and see the sidewall there. That's the super soft tyre. It's just at a 119.7. Remember I can't remember off the top of my head. I think it was a 117.3 was the fastest time yesterday. That was obviously Mercedes on the Hypersofts. As we got yellow around where Stein is. That he spun. That's right. That's a very weird incident. Didn't expect to see that from him. All over the place. I wonder whether that's a collision actually, because that's so snappy. I have to have a look at that after the session replay. As the Haas has now improved to 4th place, although that is on the Hypersoft, so that is probably not the best indicator of actual position. Interesting to see where a lot of these people start to fall throughout the session as well, because obviously you got all the different tyre compounds. I wonder whether there's going to be the kind of rejigging of the position, if that makes sense. See if we get people at the front falling towards the back, whether people are able to maintain their true pace. Interesting to see. We've got Dylan Allen has arrived at the track for Renault in what I believe, yes, is wrong livery. Again, due to the server issues we mentioned earlier. But it's really interesting to see, because obviously 4th fastest car. So he's on the ultra soft. So he's in the kind of the equivalent of the modern day medium compound. I wonder whether he is going to surprise us all, given his his abilities within sim racing. But obviously driving GT cars is hugely different to Formula 1, but in the sense that you could still learn F1, but it's harder to go from F1 to GT, if that makes sense. Definitely using all of the track, though. He knows what he's doing, this guy. Be interesting to see how he gets on. I want to see what this lap is going to be like across the line. Okay. Oh, we've got a yellow. That's... I think that's D-Thief and Ordonez in the same place? No. D-Thief done. D has spun onto the grass. Obviously, off-camera corner there. I can kind of understand that. But, he's running again. I wonder if he's got some kind of damage there. Very weird incident. You see, CJ's just gone into the pits and he's only half a tenth, effectively, off of D's best time. But again, he's on that hyper softs. Now, what is he going to come out onto this time? Still, yeah, fresh set of hyper softs. So CJ's doing quali runs, I think. And this will be interesting. We got the Mercedes behind him, who's all over the... What tyre is that? I can't tell. That's the medium compound. That's one of the hardest compounds. So his pace will be interesting. Into the gravel, he's had a bit of a garage job with that one. Right, we're gonna get another commentator in here, guys. I think. Say hello to AF1, Mr. Cole.
Hello?
You have to talk louder than that, buddy. There's full on cars.
Oh, my bad. Is this better?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay, cool.
Right, so have you got live timing open?
Yes, I do.
Okay, good, because you'll need it. Oh, Mercedes in the wall. I think, has he hit the wall? I didn't quite see. I don't think he has. I think.
Yeah.
Do you see a collision on?
He's driving. He's driving again.
Yeah, he's in the pits. I guess he's got damage. That was an interesting thing. Is we still got the Force India in first, and the Toro Rosso in second, and then there's a 7/10 gap. The gap is huge. Currently.
Looks like the Mercedes went back to pits.
Yeah, he did. I'm assuming he hit the wall. Let's pick up on the Haas to see how he's doing. Because 8/10 off of the Force India isn't too bad, but the Force India is on the super soft tyre, which is obviously two compounds harder.
Who's driving the Force India?
D-Thief.
Oh, D-Thief. 600s faster than CJ, who's assuming the
Toro Rosso, yeah. And he's on hypers as well, so that's pretty impressive from the Force Indias.
Yeah.
Just trying to keep an eye, because the Renault of Dylan Allen is going to be really interesting to watch. Even though I think he's in the... Is he in the pit? Yeah, he's just gone into the box, but the thing with him is that he's come from this background of, like, proper esports sim racing.
Okay.
So I really want to see what he does with the Renault, which is 4th best. I want to see whether he's going to end up possibly in the title hunt as he stops for super soft tyres there. I want to see what his real potential is, and also whether he's sandbagging. As the Haas has just gone first.
Oh. Okay.
That is obviously 2 steps softer in terms of the tyres. He's gone 5,000ths of a second. That's insane.
Yeah.
See, who's that just gone past? Is that the... No, I think that was Stein, actually. But, Ferrari's still on super soft. Should be, in theory, a bit further ahead. I wonder whether that's... like heavy fuel, because obviously we can tell what tyres people are on. We can't tell what kind of fuel loads people are doing.
Yeah.
So that's definitely something to watch. I think as well, the thing is that we're expecting Ordonez to be like a championship contender this year. So I wonder whether he's trying to play it down a bit with sandbagging. Because we can't tell who's doing that either.
I wouldn't say he's... I'd say he's probably just like doing his own thing right now. Not really pushing.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, it is pre-season, not qualifying, so kind of understand that.
We're right now, I think on board, or not on board actually. Can't see who's coming. Oh, yeah, we're on board with Ordonez. It looks like he's about to start a fine lap with the pass right behind him of instrumentation. And yep, it looks like he's starting to push that. Hand down to turn 1, DRS and the slipstream from the Haas. Oh, and the has to look like he had a collision somewhere. I'm not sure, but I think he's back on the road, I think. Or he's in the pits. Okay, that's probably why then. But right now, oh, the Mercedes of Richard has gone fastest. The D-Thief is taking second spot right now. 2 tenths back on the Mercedes. This looks starting to get really interesting now. Also, guys can't hear Josh right now is because he's probably running into some issues right now. Should be back soon, hopefully.
Right, I am back. Hello. It's just there's a few people struggling to get into the server. I had to go fix something. But I did see while I was down there. Ordonez looks like he was on a quali lap and then hit the wall. I don't know how that's going to affect his running. See what's going on. D-Thief is driving out of the frame again. He keeps doing that. I just need to check it.
Richard.
No, that is. I thought we had more people on. Sorry. So Stein's gone what 17.8. So he's D's just overtaken him into the final chicane, and then backed out.
Is this Alex Mancinelli who's going in the other Mercedes?
Yeah, so you've got Mancinelli and Stein at Mercedes, which I think is possibly the strongest lineup on the grid. Potentially.
Yes. I want to see what he could do, especially in that Mercedes.
Oh, Force India just hit the wall as well.
Yeah.
That was a huge snap out there.
Yep, struggling to get back on. I think. Nope, he's.
Oh
good.
my god! I just realised the whole stream was. Uh-oh.
What?
I just realised that the stream streams your whole screen, not just the game. So everybody's just seen how you diagnose checksum issue at least. Yeah, I think as well, Deej cooked his tyres there, I think.
Yeah, he's definitely probably going to come back into this thing.
Yeah, because he was trail braking through the turn 4 or 5, I can't remember which it is, and he just completely... Well, it looked like a scene from Initial D, let's say, and he's just taking the escape road. What? And he's in the wall again. That's a big impact.
Yeah, it's definitely the tyres are gone. Tyres are definitely gone.
Yeah, he's gone back to pits, and I don't blame him, to be honest. He was lucky to do that before the hash got there, otherwise that would have been huge crash.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna see if I can get the timing up on my phone. Give me a second. Where is it? Yes, okay. So, Dylan's still 2.9 seconds off of the pace, and I still don't know whether that's full or whether that's just, you know, plodding around doing longer runs. I think I'll have to have a look. He's got the Hypersofts on now, I think. Give me a second to check. Yeah, that's the Hypersofts he's got on now, so he might be about to go for a quali run. So we'll keep an eye on him as Ordonez has just gone third fastest, 6/10 off of Stein. So that's a bit more like it. The question is whether he's going to be able to close up to him. I would be surprised if he doesn't. As Stein's just spun again at the same corner.
Ooh.
See, the Force India is just taking avoiding action.
Right, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, I was just saying BP went wide because of that.
Yeah. The thing to see, we've got right, okay, so we have fixed the checksum issue at least. We've got a few more people coming, but yeah, we've got Adam Morell's on the track again. And I will reiterate, keep an eye on him throughout the season because you get a few front runners drop out. He's definitely going to be up there for the podium. When you think about it, he won one of the 2005 F1 IC races. So I reckon as well, like, you've got such a strong lineup in a load of the midfield teams. I'm not sure how, you know, like different the pace deficits are going to end up being.
Do you think? Because I assume every car, I assume like the top teams have like the best cars because it's not spec, right?
Yeah, it's realistic performance. So
yeah,
that's why I was
maybe mid-season swaps potentially.
That is true, because I think I can't remember what it was, but originally Brown was going to drive for Ferrari. And it was going to be like a, you know, try me and then see how it goes, but. That kind of thing could happen. I mean, I know for Red Bull, Knox is on like a 3-race deal. See whether he wants to continue, but that's more like a choice thing than a performance thing. So you see Ordonez in the pits again. But oh wait, no, he hasn't. He spun out of the pits, I think. That was that was something. See, the Force India and the Haas are getting a bit close together. I wonder whether that's gonna. See what the onboard's like with Deepy. I think he's just on an outlap. He looks like he's warming his tyres.
He's just chasing down the McLaren. Well,
where's that? Oh yeah, you can see that.
They're both on a hot lap. What?
I'll have a quick look. Now this is quite close. I reckon the McLaren is going to get overtaken on the straight, but.
Oh.
So let's see. So Stein's got the slipstream.
Looks like they're already racing.
The question is whether they're gonna. Williams has just come out of the box, so we've got Alex Kaikera in now. Okay, so some of the lap times aren't being picked up. The McLaren of Adam Morel is currently 4th, so I'll keep you updated on the timings. But I think the McLaren's just where did? Right, McLaren just went back to pits. That's what that was. Let me just put the cameras back on. CJ's in a yellow. He's just had a spin. Same place as Texan a few laps ago. Hopefully he's going to keep out the way here. Yes, he has. It's good from CJ. So I'm just looking at the track map now, and you've got Ordonez and Morel are quite close. Kaikera, CJ, and Stein are relatively close, but they're not. They're not fighting. So I've been trying to use it. I tried using the live timing yesterday, see who's going to hang on, who's not. It looks like there's going to be. Generally, it's quite close as well. The
Mercedes.
No, the CJ just spans right in front of the Mercedes. I thought there was going to be a collision there. Oh. I don't think it was. Quite impressive, actually. So he's now the Toro Rosso's now stopped on the side of the track. Yeah, he's gone back to pits. Not surprised, to say the least. We got one of the other Renaults has joined now. So this is the.
What's just happened?
One of the other Renaults has joined now. We got. I need to check. Yeah, this is Angel Arevalo in the other Renault, more commonly known as Chester. I'm still split between whether I should use driver names or surnames as he gets overtaken by CJ there. I think CJ's running on. Oh, sorry, no, that's Agostino Bavona, who's just dropped it into the gravel. And he's gone back to pits. Very my atrocious camera work there. Interested to see whether because obviously Chester's like a reserve for Renault, so be interested to see how he shapes up, because if Renault got a strong reserve as well, that's quite good. So, but at the minute he is holding up a bit of a train of cars here. You got he's just letting them through. I was going to say, you got the McLaren and the Mercedes were tailing him quite closely, but they are now through. So McLaren's just stopped as well. I think that's Adam Morel. As I've just noticed as well, McLaren of Eduardo is now. Let me just check because the timing boards are not right. Yeah, he's just gone 3rd fastest in the McLaren. So that is some lap from Eduardo. I will figure out how to say that name eventually. So yeah, if you're just joining us, current running order, we've got Richard Stein for Mercedes in 1st, we've got D-Thief for Force India in 2nd, Eduardo 3rd for McLaren, then you've got Ordonez for Ferrari 4th, having what seems to be a much better day than Mike Hamden did yesterday. Whether that's down to the track temperatures, that could be it. Then you got Adam Morel in 5th for McLaren again. Then you got 6th Haas of Graham de Jong, 7th CJ for Toro Rosso, 8th Argentino Bavona also for Toro Rosso, and in 9th and 10th you got Dylan Allen and Chester respectively for the Renault Sport team. In 11th we also have Alex Kaikera, and 12th we have Alex Mastinelli for Williams and Mercedes respectively, which I'm kind of surprised that Alex isn't further up at the minute. Mancinelli, I mean.
What's his fastest time?
At the minute, you just give me a second.
Yeah. He hasn't set a proper lap time.
Oh, yeah, because Yeah, neither of the Alexes have. We can start calling them that, the Alexes. Yeah, neither of them have set valid laps, so the interesting... Actually, I think this is Kaikera coming through now in the background of the Haas, and he goes 8th fastest. He's ahead of the Renault, and he's done a 129. Sorry, 120.9. Clarify that one. I wonder, because his pace has improved gradually over like each session. I'll be interested to see kind of how he shapes up over the season, because he's definitely improving. As much as he might not be, you know, the fastest driver in the world, he's definitely improving on a lot of areas. So, sorry, just checking on timing. He is actually, yeah, he's 8th. He's 8th fastest on ours, but on the actual timing, he's 10th. Yeah. That's so confusing, but we'll get it.
120 though from Kaikera, not bad. Last time I seen him drive, he probably would have gone like a 22 at best.
Now this will be an interesting measure. We got Kaikera with the Haas behind. Now he's gonna let the Haas through. I think he's on a charge lap. Yeah. But I think as well the Haas. I'm just looking at this. The Haas, the Williams, the Toro Rossos, and possibly they're looking competitive, but they're also looking quite like similar in pace. So I reckon that's going to be an interesting fight for the last few places, as we see Kaikera go for another flying lap here. He takes... This is the thing, I'm just watching him now. He takes a lot of really weird lines through the first few corners, because he goes very wide on the exit of 3, which I think is... I don't know, I didn't think that was much faster, so I don't know whether he can close it in there and gain some time, but... Also, just a bit of appreciation for the Martini livery. This was my favourite Williams livery ever.
It's a really nice livery.
It's so good. Especially with because he's got the Bottas's Singapore helmet. It looks really nice. Well, a few more of the... Bavona has just set a 118.4. He goes 3rd fastest. What is that on the timing screen? That's for Toro Rosso. Yeah, that's a legitimate 3rd fastest. Now, what time is he? He's on the Hypersoft, but that's only 5 tenths off of Stein.
Yeah.
That's for a Toro Rosso. That's really impressive. I think my leaderboard just fixed itself, because you got the McLarens are now showing. As the Renault has just gone 7th of Chester. So for the first few laps, that is quite good. This is starting to really shape up now. We've got good numbers in terms of attendance. We've got good pace in terms of not just drivers, but reserves as well. I can't wait to see how this is all going to unfold. We have got Jensen Bolt is in the pit, so I reckon he's going to be coming out soon. See where that's going to slot him into, because I think he was a bit faster than De Jong yesterday. So I think as the McLaren's just gone faster than Bavona again, so I think the order's like massively different from what we had yesterday. Obviously, we don't have any of the Red Bulls, but the temperature definitely seems to have played a bit of a role here. Because we've got some of the slower cars being faster, and some of the faster cars maybe being a little further down than normal. So we got one of the Force Indias there. I think it was all around Joseph, if I'm not mistaken. No, that was D-Thief. Just looking at the speed trap again, that's interesting. The McLaren has done a 337.7 kilometers an hour, and you got Alex Kaikera again with 337.02. So as we're watching the two Renaults getting a bit close, there's some huge differences as well. Slowest in the speed trap at the minute, you've got Alex Mancinelli with a 301 kilometers an hour. So that's a 20 kilometers an hour difference. It's quite significant, although again, he hasn't really set a valid lap yet. His best lap is a 4:46. So,
I mean,
I don't think that's representative.
I think Alex looking to set a lap because he's going through that final chicane quite fast. Yeah, I think he's setting a lap.
Oh, let me have a look.
He's going for it.
I still need to fix the tyre textures, but where's he gonna go? Or is he just starting one?
I think he's starting one now, yeah.
It genuinely looks like he's gone wide, he's all over the curve. Yeah, he's off the track.
Yeah.
I think he's still getting used to it because I heard him talking about the fact that the Mercedes is a little bit, more challenging to learn. You'd expect. So we'll keep an eye on him. He's still going wide through a lot of those corners, but he's rotating the car relatively well, just maybe a bit too much. Maybe catching him off guard by how much it's actually rotating. This is one of the McLarens going a bit slow. This is Eduardo. I wonder whether he's just on an in-lap or something. No, he's stopped. I think he's going back to the... Yeah. You got one of the... You got Thief is still second. Or it's 0.2 off. But I think that's on Super Soft, not the Hyper Soft, which he's currently on. Pass improves. He's 7th with 1.4 seconds off of the Mercedes, which isn't too bad. Obviously, again, you gotta remember that you've got the Haas lineup, the Sauber lineup, who again aren't here. The Renault lineup. I think that's it. They all have pretty much rookie lineups, give or take a few entries, and obviously as well in Mercedes, you've got Sainz only got 2 entries. So you've got there's a mix of quite experienced people, like you got the likes of Mano, you got Ordonez, you got James Knox. They're all relatively experienced. There's quite a lot of rookies around, so I think that's going to be a key factor as well. I wouldn't be surprised to see some of the midfielders with more experience being further up. That makes sense. So, see, Dylan Allen is out of the car for the time being as well. Actually, Alex still hasn't set a proper lap time either. So, not fully sure what's going on there. So that's the Haas going a bit wide. I thought he was gonna... It's an interesting thing is that you see some of the cars, they're weaving and they look fully under control, and then you got the Haas, when it's warming up its tyres, it loses control a bit. So that could be...
Weird phenomenon.
Yeah, I think that's something they need to work on throughout the season, because if you think about it, you get a safety car, you don't want to be pulling a Grosjean, as the Force India just goes 17.844. So that's 0.04 of a second ahead of Stein. That's a very good lap. Although what tyres Stein is on is another question. He's on the hypers as well. So we could well be seeing, as Stein's going to stop and go back to pits, we could well be seeing the emergence of Force India as possibly, I can't believe I'm saying this, Force India as potential title contenders. But it depends on a number of factors. There's D's just getting out of the way, Toro Rosso there, CJ. Currently in 9th place. Not too bad. Just trying to see how many how's we got on track? We've got quite a few. The interesting thing for me is that the Ferrari still hasn't picked up the pace at all. This is Ordonez. That's very strange from him, given his past form. So, just looking at it, I think he's on the Hypersoft, so he doesn't have too much of a reason, unless if he's doing, heavy fuel.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised about. Now, who was that just going past? That's Chester's just had a spin down at turn 3. So that's his lap over in that sense. We got Kaikera's in the yellows. He's going very slowly. I wonder if he's letting somebody through. No, he's not. I think he must just have a bit of damage or a spin or something. Should we watch Kaikera go for a lap? Because I want to see... I want to pick apart this as... Alex has improved. He's done it. He's only 2 minutes off now instead of 3. Nothing's really up there. I think... Honestly, if he goes for another lap, I'll have a... I want to pick apart what it is, because this is one of the biggest, like, mysteries for me. He's not a bad driver, it's just there's something which is holding him back. I don't know whether it's just the...
lack of confidence, maybe?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because it's... like, whether he's... because he's off the track there, I don't know whether it maybe should have braked a bit earlier and turned in earlier and then had the confidence to just stick it in there, but he sometimes bails out, and then obviously... one of the weirdest things with Formula 1 cars, you have to go faster to get more grip. It's really weird. I wonder whether it's you know, that kind of concept that he's struggling to grasp a little bit. Oh, we got 12 viewers at the minute. Hello, you fellow people on the side of my screen. What he's up to? Yeah, it's as well. You can see there's a lot of spot. I wonder whether he's locking, and that's another part of his problem, because it looks like it's everywhere for him. But then again, I don't know whether that's just Assetto being a little bit strange.
I think I did see that on a few of the cars as well. But this is like quite constant as well.
Is he going to improve? No, he doesn't. But again, 2 seconds off of. Well, what is effectively the Mercedes, because we know he was doing heavy fuel. That's not bad. Kaikera is ahead of Dylan Allen in the Renault, which is the 4th best car. But again, we don't know who's holding back and who's going all at it. So, I never understood the idea of sandbagging in pre-season, and it didn't make much sense for me. So.
I feel like probably to lower people's expectations about like the team.
You could, but then again, it's like, what's the real benefit? Because you turn up at Melbourne, they're gonna see how fast you are, anyways. It only delays the inevitable. I never saw the point of it. That's why I always just went absolute hell on my first few laps, and then would do the rest of my programs from there.
Yeah.
Something I have just noticed, he's not using like the full width of the track. So I wonder whether that's holding him back a bit. Because if you think about it, if he uses, gets a bit more of a wider turn, and that could be a bit more beneficial to him. Is he going to go for another? Yes, he is. Did slow it down, so I wonder whether there's a bit of hesitation whether he's going to pit there. See what the Ferrari's up to. Ordonez is chasing down, I think that's CJ? Yes, it is. That's car 11. That's CJ.
Oh, it looks like Richard Stein is leading.
Oh, Ferrari's just spun as well, and he almost collects the Renault. That was really close. I hesitated because I didn't know whether I was about to scream or not. It's going to be huge if he had hit it, but very well held. Perfect little pirouette.
Do you think on collision? Looks like it.
Well, he's in the pit, so I would guess he probably has.
So timing it shows up that Ethan crashed with Scott.
With him?
Scott. I think that's how you pronounce it. The McLaren.
Let me have a look. Yeah, I think that's how you pronounce it. Eduardo. I just refuse to say it because I'm scared I'll get it wrong. Which is weird because I'm normally alright with my I've just realised as well, he said in game chat, he just put oops. Minor inconvenience. I'm looking to see, I've just noticed D-Thief's top speed 336 kilometers an hour and Stein's top speed 330. So I think there's a bit of setup difference there, which could be contributing a bit more. Now he's still got the McLaren as 5/10 off the Mercs. But you still got the Toro Rosso as well of Bavona in 4th, which I'm really impressed with, quite quietly. But we got Bolt out is on the track now. He's 12th with a... I don't know why I said that, like I could just add 2.9 to the lap time. But he's 2.9 seconds off. Let me... best lap of 1 minute 20.8, so not bad from the Haas drivers so far. What are you just seeing this? What do you think your predictions are for maybe Melbourne first race? Where are you putting people? I think I think we got a bit of a traffic jam at the chicane here. Yeah, there's like there was like 4 cars stopped. Trying to get a bit of clean air, because obviously the turbulence from these cars is quite heavy. As Alex has got his gap down to under a minute, I really want to know what he's doing. But yeah, what's your overriding predictions? Who do you think's going to be on top? Is it going to be the Force Indias? Is it going to be Mercedes? Are the McLarens maybe going to pull something special out?
I think.
So Alex has just gone off the road again.
This might come off as like some sort of bias because I'm a Ferrari fan, but I feel like Ferrari could do something.
So you reckon Ordonez and Manakanda are the way to go with this?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen Mano, right?
I think he got 8th yesterday. I can't remember what the time was, but it wasn't too bad. You should give me a second. I'll have a look. Yeah, so yesterday Mano managed a 19.4. So take that into account. I think what is that? An 18.2 for 18. Hold on. Oh no, that's the last lap. 18.4 for Ordonez. So we definitely know who's the faster driver in terms of the laps they've set. Whether Mano's slowing down a bit, trying not to give it all away. But I do think Mano's going to be a bit more of a
team player.
Yeah, there's that, but also I think he is going to end up becoming a bit more of a, an actual contender, because I wonder whether it's the platforming he had underneath him was never, the kind of thing he needed. And I wonder whether Ferrari's going to give that to him, or maybe he could find that elsewhere. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out, because obviously he's supposed to be at Force India, who's now at the top of the timesheets.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, yellow flag, and he's just gone back to pit, so it's just better to catch him there. I think D is still pushing to try and get, some proper qualifying lap times at the minute. See what his true pace is. He's on his outlap now. Whether he gets that with McLaren, whether he's going to be able to hold it together and improve any more, that'll be something to watch. I reckon, because I know D, I think he's probably maybe got a few tenths extra in him, but nothing more, because I have to remember as well, this is a Force India, which is not as good as maybe he's driven it today. As Ordonez improves, he got 118.45, so a slight improvement, but doesn't change his position.
With 6 minutes left?
Yep. I didn't even realise that the time's got that low. Alex still hasn't set a proper lap yet. So, although he has taken that last chicane quite well, I wonder where he's going to be with that. Comes across the line. He's going to start another lap, I think, because he definitely didn't improve on that one. This problem is, I've just noticed, he's done this a few times. He slides at the entry to turn 1. As Stein goes first again by 2/10. He slides a bit wide at the first one, then gets partially beached on the curb. I think that's why he's not setting anything competitive at the minute, unless he can 52 seconds off competitive.
Yeah, I think the track's starting to ramp up as well, so
yeah, that's true.
You have to get that time quickly if he wants, until everyone's on, basically.
Yeah.
But starting to split, so think he's finding the right gap to exit.
I think what's interesting is this isn't even the fastest that Texan did yesterday, I don't think. Because I think he did 17.3, if I'm not... Yeah, 17.323 was his best lap. So this isn't even the full pace of the Mercs, which I find really interesting. So that it looked like a relatively okay lap from Alex. See where he ends up. 1 minute 20.2.
Wow.
I wonder whether he's in trouble, or whether that's just...
You think he's not comfortable with the car as right now?
I don't think so. From what I've seen, he's still making some rookie errors, and it's really weird because he's one of the best drivers, if not the best at the minute. As him and Toro Rosso just had a collision. There's Bavona, I think. Have to watch that again. That looked like Alex turned in. That was really weird. Now whether Toro Rosso turns in to the pits, get damage repaired, that's another thing. He's just locked up as well at the kind of uphill S section. That probably has a name, but I don't remember it if it does. Yeah, no DRS, so I'm guessing he was just on an outlap or something. Must be minor damage. Who else have we got? Now the Renaults. I've just noticed Chester is quietly improving. He's 1.7 seconds off, which obviously needs to close up a little bit, but overall, that's not too bad. When you consider as well, this guy hasn't actually driven here before, like in any iteration.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he got signed, I think, like last night, maybe this morning, something like that.
Oh, wow.
I think he's... I think the main thing is that we've got so many unknowns, and I said this quite a few times yesterday, but I think it's starting to shape up a bit more. We can see more because Bolt's just overtaken Kaikera, gone 11th fastest. I think that there's so many things that we don't know at the minute that we could get to Melbourne and just go like, wow, this is not what we saw a week ago. So, as well, something I just noticed, Dylan Allen, who's just gone 8th, gone slightly faster than Chester, 3/10, almost faster than the Toro Rosso as well, as we got 1 minute 50 seconds left. So we're into kind of the final crunch laps for the cars, as Chester's just gone off the track actually. But yeah, I reckon possibly the Toro
Rosso.
Yeah, I just saw that. I just saw yellow flags there.
As Kaikera sets a personal best of 19.5.
That's 2 seconds off. For a Williams, this is really good.
Yeah. I
reckon maybe if he can find a few more tenths, maybe overtake, because De Jong is currently 1.8 off. I reckon if he can close up to that, that's really solid. That's a good step forwards when you consider, like, I'm trying to think, F1 AC Austria 2019, he was like 6 seconds off the pace. If he can just close up that bit more, that's really good. So current running order is going into probably the last few laps. We got Stein for Mercedes. You got Thief for what do you call them again? Force India. Then you got the McLaren, Toro Rosso, Ferrari, McLaren, Toro Rosso, Renault, Haas. CJ just improves. Kaikera for Williams. Then you got Bolt for Haas. So I think sorry, my headset just came unplugged there, that was weird. I think the order is really weird compared to what we'd expect it to be. We're into the final 10 seconds, so I think the next few people across the line are going to take their checkered flag.
I just seen the McLaren just like cut the final chicane.
Did he? Oh yeah, the Eduardo, I would guess. I mean, the main thing is you don't gain too much speed because obviously the last corner's flat out anyway. So, checkered flag is now out. McLaren has just taken Well, no, he hasn't taken it. He's got past. So the McLaren will be the last one to cross the line. So we'll stay with him, see if anybody else improves. I think Mancinelli's just left, so he's not improving. I'm trying to get back to the live timing because I really need to see this. So the Bram has just overtaken Chester, so he's now in 8th. Or is it 9th? I think there's somebody not on the... So Dylan Allen has just improved to 18.8. That's very good. That's really respectable from the Renault drivers. He pits. That's his day over. Well, not day, but session over. So McLaren's are going to be next across the line, I think. Ordonez has just crossed, didn't improve. Stein improves on the last lap, 17.4. Still not as fast as yesterday. But, Gonna refresh because mine's slightly outdated here. 17.4. The McLaren doesn't improve. So that is the day over, I think. Well, session at least. So you run down, you've got... Oh no, the McLaren did improve actually to an 18.407, and the Mercedes 18.405. That's insane. That is actually insane from Eduardo. So McLaren could well be in the hunt here. We got what have we got? We got Stein in first for Mercedes. We got McLaren's in second for... Sorry, no. Eduardo in second for McLaren. And finally, we got the Force India of D Thief. So similar order to yesterday, but not quite the same. So we'll see whether that's going to change in third session, which if you catch us in about 2.5 hours, we'll be there for that. So thank you for joining us, and we'll see you then.